What's happening, YouTube? It's Jay. Welcome to the channel. It is Questionable Behavior, and welcome. I'm so happy you're here. I've been gone for a little while, but I'm back, and I want to give you an update on what's coming up, new and exciting for you in the summertime. Summertime. Yeah, it feels good outside too. We've been waiting far too long for this. But there's something on my heart that I wanted to share with you guys, and this video is going to be brief. It's not going to be, too much content. It's just going to be me talking to you. And specifically, something that came across my spirit recently was a song that has been around a long time. It was by George Benson. It's called "The Greatest Love of All." Are you familiar? Well, if you're not, there's a verse in that song that says, "Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all." And it came to my mind at an odd time. I was doing, some specific things, and it was all around love and kindness and wellness and all the things that the channel's all about. But it got me to thinking. What and how to go about loving yourself. Because I don't know that I was ever taught the way that I know now how to love myself. And I think that's a very important thing to share with everyone, my own personal experience and what I was taught, and now how I love myself each and every day. And it is something that you have to practice each and every day, just like your whole entire life. Your lifestyle is something that you practice, you work on, you try to make better all the time. So specifically, when it comes to loving yourself, the way that I do it, it's all about being your own best friend. Well, what does that mean? Being your own best friend means eliminate negativity in your thoughts. Eliminate them if possible. Negative situations will arise, but what do? You take whatever you're encountering and you pause and you think about how to deal with it. And that's just encounters when it comes to your bills, when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to your children. It comes to just about everything in your life. I guarantee you there's a different way of looking at it. There's a different way of saying certain things, but far too often with human beings, our fight or flight kicks in, and we have something to prove. And I'm no better. I feel it all the time, and now I've been practicing this so long that when my fight or flight kicks in, and I get my back up, and the wrath is coming, I do feel it. I feel it distinctly, and I pause. And I get it under control. I take that deep breathing technique. I do not react to it. I am the dragon. And if you watch some of my previous videos, you know about the tiger versus the dragon, the yin and the yang of our behavior. So, yeah, how do you love yourself? Well, number one, you eliminate negativity in your life. Number two is your body is a temple, and you must treat it as a temple. So that means that what you put in it, what you do for it, is critical. And even in those circumstances, some things could happen that are way out of our control, but that is in our control. So, working out, I know for older folks like myself, it's a little difficult to do, but we have to find a way. And it can't be cumbersome. It can't be, I just don't want to do this. You have to want it. You have to want to love yourself. So it's very important to treat your body as a temple. And I'm not going to get into all the various ways that you take care of yourself, because you know how. But what's very important is personal hygiene. And when I say personal hygiene, I don't mean just the basics. I mean going above and beyond with personal hygiene. Ladies, with your makeup, taking a little more time with it, with your skincare, with all the things that ladies have to do to be at their very best. And guys, hey, shaving every day, edging up everything, making sure that you're clean and fresh, not musty. I get I get sent to the shower a lot. I play tennis, so when I get home, my wife is like, "You're musty. Yoo-hoo. Ooh, I'm gonna throw up." That's what she says. Wrong hand. Swear to God. Anyway, personal hygiene. You know, being the very best you can be all the time. All the time, no matter how inconvenient it may be. You know, we have to fight through inconvenience, and in my situation, sometimes laziness. And I have to be honest with myself and say that at times I'm lazy. And now when I'm lazy, I recognize and I get a little disappointed in myself. I get on top of it and become unlazy and push through whatever it is I'm dealing with. And there are other ways to really be your own best friend. You know, the people you associate with. You know, they can't bring you down. You can't solve anyone else's problems for them. Therefore, if they're bringing you down because their life is in shambles, you have to really look at that and figure out if, in fact, that person needs to be in your life. Now, if it's your kids or it's your significant other, then that's a real big problem. And by no means am I saying that everything that I'm talking about being my own best friend is perfect. You know, like I'm perfectly imperfect. I'm not perfect. I am imperfect. And everything doesn't always work. These are just my personal experiences in my life that I'm sharing with you that are working for me right now. Tomorrow is not promised, but today is beautiful. And I'm going to make it even more beautiful every second of the day. I'll close out with this. The best times of my life is the times that I spend connected to my family and friends. And unfortunately, everyone is so busy that there's never enough time to really enjoy one another's company. And I think everyone would agree that when you're really with someone that, you know, or a group of people that you really enjoy, that doesn't happen very often. So how do you motivate yourself to stay happy every day? Well, I'll tell you how I do it. And it doesn't always work. But I don't know if you can tell or not, I am pretty psyched to be doing this. Having purpose, being purposeful is very, very important. You know, work isn't a drag. Work is what gets you to those good times. So why not enjoy the work? And I'm not saying that you're going to enjoy your job all the time. I am saying that within the discipline, within the sacrifice of what we do every single day in work, feel that power of what you do. And I bet you it makes you happy. It gives you a feeling of satisfaction to know that that sacrifice and discipline that I have been doing for so long, now I recognize it a bit differently than I always did. It wasn't just because I had to do it, but it's because I had to do it. I was capable of doing it, and I did it to the best of my ability, and therefore I am awesome. You know, find the joy in the discipline. Find the joy in your significant other and your kids. Pass along this message to them. Share goodness. Put down negativity. And I guarantee you, you will become your own best friend. And a lot of other people's best friends as well. My good friends that I've had for years, I'm so close to them now. I'm just getting closer and closer to them because I changed. Not because they changed, but now what's going on with me is changing them a bit, and they're changing me back. And we're bouncing ideas off of each other, and it's fun. It's interesting. It's human behavior. It's me being better than I was a few seconds ago. Is any of what I'm saying confusing or misleading? I know you guys understand it, but it's something you have to practice every day. But it shouldn't be cumbersome. It becomes part of me. It's just the way I am now. I'll close out again. I know I said I was closing out before, but I'm going to close out one more time. I recently took on a new business endeavor, and I have a limousine service, and I've been driving people with disabilities. And it's been so purposeful. Like, I really like helping these people. And that tells me something about me. That tells me how good God has made me. And now I get to share with them what God has gifted me with. One story, there was an autistic guy. He must have been about 23 years old. And he was pretty severely autistic. And he, would make noises, but he understood everything. But he didn't know, he wasn't capable of expressing himself the way that we're capable of expressing ourselves. And his mom led him to the door, and he came out smiling, but he was making, sounds that some autistic or disabled people make, that we can't understand the words, but we can understand his face. We can understand his meaning. And I instantly, as soon as he said that, I was like, yeah, absolutely, And it wasn't fake or phony. It was real, because that's how I felt about him as a human being, and treating him the best I can treat him. And the whole ride to his school, and it's a special school for autistic kids that I have delivered other kids to, he would say something, "What'd you have for dinner?" He said it just like that. I was like, well, it was good too. I had some pizza, and I put the Alfredo sauce on it with the cheese and some green peppers and onions, and it was delicious. What'd you have for dinner? It's not hard to be nice, y'all. And that's how you become the best version of yourself you can be, and love yourself. That's how you do it. By treating others with kindness. My name is Jay. I love you so much. I do. And if I could actually talk to you directly, my energy, I hope, would just provide you all of the love and motivation that you could ever need. And that's what I try to do. I try to do it as much as possible. But life gets in the way sometimes. But guess what? Push it out the way and get right back to being the best you can be. Channel's questionable behavior, but this is the best behavior. Being kind. Be nice to people. It will come back to you. When you see somebody, hi. Let it be real. I know that looked a little phony, but it feels real. Seriously. And they will smile back at you. I can't tell you how many times I smile at people without saying a word, and they're like this, and they go, because they see it and they react to it. And they smile too. And I guarantee you, they feel good when they smile. It makes them feel good that somebody's smiling at them. Right? And it's genuine, yo. And it's because of all the years that I've been going about seeking this behavior. Okay? And I feel so gifted and grateful for it. I do. All right. You know the channel. Like, subscribe, and comment. Get at me. I'll be back soon with another video. Sorry I've been gone so long. Gotta make that bread, though. Peace.